Live. It's Friday night, November 10th. Do you know where your camera is? You don't? Well, it's time to go find it. Gotta take some pictures, do some videos, all kinds of interesting things. And we've made it through another week. It's Friday night, 10 o'clock. Is the mic on? Oh, yeah, I do. Better put it by my mouth here. So, what has been interesting with you guys this week? Well, the first thing we're going to do is I did turn the lamp off over here, but I turned the tree back on. So now we're going to keep an eye on that Canon R8. Let's go over to it right away. Why beat? There we go. Okay, so I've got the Christmas tree lights back on, which is not this side, but this side. The Christmas tree lights are over here. And we want to see, hi there. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that. Oh, did I see it do it? No, I didn't. I think my mind is just so used to seeing that. Oh, look, we got peoples in here. There's people in here already. It's Randy. Hi, Randy. I was talking to Randy on the phone today, and that was the last thing I remember. I fell asleep, and then I just woke up a few minutes ago. And you know what I need to do? I need to look at the calendar. Where is the calendar? Because we're going away Thanksgiving weekend, and I don't know where my calendar is. It's hiding. Well, I guess somebody, oh, there it is. Okay, today is the 10th. So today is the 10th. Next Friday is the 17th. So God willing and the bridge ain't up, I'll be here next Friday on the 17th for the live show. That'll be great. Then the next show will be the last day of the month, November 30th, which is actually a very important day. For some people, it's a very, very important day because that will be the last day, boom, boom, before they are considered to have had new tires. So, and then tomorrow is Sammy's birthday. So tonight we'll sing happy birthday for Sammy. So we're on track for a great show. A great show. What's his name? Used to do that. So tonight we'll be here, and next Friday night we'll be here, God willing. And then won't be here for the Thanksgiving 23rd, 24th. Not Good Friday, Black Friday. So Black Friday I'll be in Orlando, somewhere in that area. So Randy is here. Oh, I didn't check to see if I was 4K'ing tonight. Am I 4K'ing tonight? Yes, we are live in 4K. So Randy is here with me, and he's saying hello, everybody. Jim, checking in. Hi, Peter, and y'all checking in from the car. On my way home from the airport. It's cold in Richmond, 45 degrees. That would be cold, and that would be air conditioning saving weather. So I had to use the S5 Mark II yesterday and today, so I had to take it off. And when I put it back on C3, so all should be well. And the E1, that guy hasn't gotten moved, so that one should be fine. And it's supposed to be reversed. But I did have to use the S5 Mark II for a specific assignment, and that meant it had to come off. So I took it off. It was a video assignment, so I just put it right onto the video dial on the top, tuned it in the way that I wanted, and then I put it into P mode. And I took some pictures. So we had a complaint from the city, and they send you a real nice notification, and it's done by the mail, and they leave it at your front door and all that. And here's a tidbit that would be very interesting to some of you. We had a complaint, and it's all things point to the bad brother that actually did the lawsuit against us, which is over. In case you didn't know, the lawsuit is over. We're going. Thank you, Jesus. We're going into the holidays. Without that, you might want to ask: did we win or lose? I consider it a win. We did have to pay out, but that was just part of the dealings. The house did partially belong to him, but it no longer does. He no longer owns the house. No, siree. No longer owns the house. So we are set. But it was unusual because in the number of years that we actually lived here, we've never had a complaint from a neighbor. I'm actually friendly with all the neighbors. And yet a complaint was lodged. Now you be the judge. What do you think happened? And we have a few more hints, which I don't want to say what they are, but it points to BB, Mr. BB. So that's a better way to say it, Mr. BB. It all points to Mr. BB. Oh, here's my commercial. Here's a Peter Gregg. You know, I got 3 orders. I haven't had orders for these in ages, and I've included it in the whatchamacallit. Oh, I lowered the saturation on this by 1. So, because Randy was telling me on the phone that the Z6 was popping the reds too much. So you guys tell me if it's okay or if it needs to bring the saturation back up by 1. Okay. So this is a better bounce card. What it does is it takes your flash, which would sit on the camera down here like that. Okay. And then if you use your flash, if I can get out in front of the camera here, if you use your flash, it'll take the light that comes out of your flash. See, it comes out there. Normally it would be aiming forward. Oh, that's right. I do need to use my pointer finger. So I turned the lamp off right there. Okay. And I want to see if the Canon R8 is going to behave or not. Oh, remember I said I took the S5 Mark II off? I took the Canon off of the tripod there, and I used it. And, you know, when you use the external mic, like a Saramonic mic, which is what I used, and you put the receiver on the top, and you plug it into the side, and then you put the other thing on your chest, the lapel mic. Yeah, speaking of mics, let me double check. We do have mic. I got the volumes. It does seem to be recording correctly. So if anything's wrong, you guys have my back. Okay, so anyway, in order to see if it trips up, I've got the lamp off, which I don't really see the lamp. It's probably behind my head. Yeah, it's that lamp right there behind my head. Whoa! Did you see that on the S5? Oh, the S5 is contained. So I have it actually surrounding my head. So if I go like this and it switches, it's not because of the lamp. Okay, it's because it's set to be on my head. So where was I? So if you use this flash, now this one is for the Canon. Okay, so it'll turn the light to bounce straight up and come down. In the old days, they used to use a 3.5x5 card, a 3x5 card. Okay, not 3.5. Okay, a 3x5 card with a rubber band. And yes, I used that. I used a 3x5 index card, white, with a rubber band on my flash because it works a treat. It works. That's overseas. It works awesome. That's American. So the link to that is not in the description. I forgot to put it down there. Ah, doggone it. Can I do it now? I don't think so. So it's petergregg.com if you could remember my name. So let's get this out of the way. Let's put this over here. All right. So I also, because of what I had to do with the S5 Mark II, does it look better? I did something. And if you own an S5 Mark II, a Panasonic, tell me, because I have a secret to share with you. And never in a million years that I know something secret about that Panasonic camera. It's not on the E1 over here, but it is on the Panasonic. So what it did is it made the picture milder. See, the picture here looks mild. My skin looks more, I don't know what word to use other than mild. It's not harsh. And yet the blacks are black. The gooseneck is black, okay? The blacks that this is painted with, it's going round and round. The piano on the top is black. So the blacks are there. And so the E1, Sony has got it excellent. Whatever feature it is that I used on the S52, I don't have to use. Now on this one, I did use it. Okay, so let's get back. I had Randy up and Jim. I know Jim was in Atlanta because he wrote to me to tell me he was in Atlanta. So now apparently he went, he did his, he works where he flies around the country quite a bit. And he's on his way home for Friday. Are you going to sleep in your bed tonight? Isn't it nice when you sleep in your bed? Isn't that awesome? When, oh, I'm sleeping in my bed tonight. Yeah, there's just that feeling. Although Jim is out often enough. Let's see how many seconds I have that comment to be running, because it seems rather short. It's 23 seconds. That's long enough. That is long enough. Okay, so I guess I talk a lot. So that's Jim. He's in the car. He's listening. This could be a podcast. Actually, most of my videos that are not show and tell, although Randy was saying he likes it when I go and walk around in the backyard. So I'm going to have to figure out how to make that a feature in the show. I'm not quite sure why I would be walking in the in the backyard for my regular shows. If I was teaching on something or showing something on the R8, I do want to continue with the saga of the focusing for the R8 on the big shows. So I guess I could do another video on the R8. I also want to say the plug is in the wrong place on the R8. Now, why does it seem like we're not focused on the face over here? It does seem like we're not focused on the face. I don't know why. So let's grab the mic and let's just mosey on over there and see if the red box is the way that Roy told me to put it. And no, it's not. That's probably one of the problems. Okay, so we'll have to check and see on that one. So I grabbed the mic in case you haven't noticed. And I came out of my chair and came over there, and now I'm back in the chair. Okay, so I have the lamp off. So at about 10:30, let's put the lamp on, okay, which will be back there. So now I have the lamp off, and I'm excited to be here with you tonight. It's when I do the pointing. That's when... so what is it that you're looking for? If I put my hand up... No, don't go so fast. Hey. I'm talking about the Canon R8. Don't go so fast. Okay, so if I put my hand up and it comes off of my face, that's okay. I want it to do that. So this way I could show you the flash unit, and it'll go into focus, and then when I put it down, it'll come back and focus on me. So what we do not want to happen is we don't want it to decide to go focus on the background, which is where the tree is. So the easiest way to keep track of that is to actually look and see if the focus switches to the background. If it switches to my hand, it's okay. Don't be thinking, oh, something bad happened. Even if I'm over on the side, okay, it might overpower the fact that I have it on face detect. So it should stay on the eyes when it finds the eyes, okay? So if I brought something down here, it shouldn't go to that flash, even though I'm tempting it, okay? And it's the wrong camera. I want to see. Okay, so if I wave the flash, it shouldn't get tempted by the flash. I'm talking about the focusing for the R8. Okay, now if I encroach into my face area, it might jump for the flash. Let's move that up, okay, but it doesn't. So I turned the light off, and then on the 30, somebody will have to tell me, even though I'm not going fast enough, okay, we'll switch it. I'll turn the tree off. No, I'll plug the light back in because that's what gives me the problem. Put that hand down, Peter. Okay, so see the LED lights back here on the wall? See where my finger is pointing? There's LED lights there. And there's 2 Lone Ranger LED lights right there. And they're blue. And I'm wondering maybe that was attracting the focus, okay? So let's get rolling with the people. Randy's saying hi to Roy, and Roy is saying hi to Randy, and Randy's talking to Roy. Joey's here. Hey, buddy, how you doing, Joey? Love you, dude. I love everybody in here, but a special hello, and I love you to Joey. Joey is Sammy's friend, and I think I'm not sure, but I think Joey is having a birthday this month too, but I don't know what the day is. So tomorrow is Sammy's birthday, so I will sing happy birthday to Sammy. So how you doing? Roy is talking to Randy. Let's see what they're saying to each other. Roy is saying, Randy, charging the batteries has become a nightmare lately with all the different batteries. I have cameras and strobes all charged on a dedicated charger. So I bought a charging bar. I think it's 4 feet long. Maybe it's not 4 feet. Maybe it's close to 4 feet. And it's got like 12 plugs on it. Now that would normally blow out all the it would blow the circuit if you put heavy stuff on there. But it's a great charging bar. I've got all the chargers on that charging bar, and it works awesome. So let's see if I can find that for you. Let's go over. Where's my? There it is. Let's go to Amazon.com. Okay, so I have to turn this on so you could watch, but let's go over there real quick. Amazon.com. Okay, so I'm on Amazon, and I want to put long power bar. So why am I going through this? Because, and there it is. It's the very first one. Okay, so let's turn on so you could see what I see. Can you see what I see? Said the little mouse to the something. Okay, let's go all the way up here. Let's go to the desktop. And there it is. Okay, so this power bar is the one that I bought. So you obviously can't fill this up, okay? And you notice which way, because they've got 2 versions of these, where the power bar is turned, where the plugs are turned that way, so you can plug in a plug-in charger, okay? Or the other way, where it would sit the wide way. And I'm making hand things. So you see how long it is, and you screw it in at both ends, one end and the other end. And I use one of these in my bathroom I have the shaver, the hair dryer. What else do I use in there? I have the distilled water thing plugged in here. I've got a couple of security camera charging things plugged in here. Okay, and it's $36. And the other one is oh, I have three. I have one in the pantry. Okay, so it comes with this mounting bracket. Okay, and mine only had 3 screws. You're supposed to have 4, so they screwed me. All right, so I have one of those, and in here I have all the different chargers. And it's got, if I'm correct, yeah, it's got the on and off switch. So you see how their plugs are turned sideways, which means I could plug in all the chargers and they hang down or up. I have it mounted the other way so that the ground plug is on the bottom. So it's turned around the other way. But you can mount that either way. Okay? So let's leave here and come back over to the show and bring the old Peter back. The new young Peter. This is the new younger version of Peter. Okay, so there we go. I'm back. Hello, how are you? Okay. Just received some ND filters to use with my Canon R6. Randy was paying the Canon R6 a compliment today. I forgot what it was, but he was paying the R6 because Scotty has an R6, as you could tell. He's saying it right up there. So that is one of the things that I screwed up today. So Roy is talking to Randy. Sammy says the birthday boy says hi. Oh, it was acting up, so you saw it acting up? Uh-oh, I guess we didn't win. And Roy is saying good day to Peter. Good day, Peter. Actually, I didn't see it act up yet, so I'll keep an eye on it. So we are testing the R8, which is what we are not on. So let's turn the reverb on so I could sing happy birthday to Sammy. I don't even have to get up. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. Happy birthday to you, Sammy boy. Happy birthday, dear Sammy. Happy birthday to you. How old are you now? How old are you now? How old are you, Sammy? How old are you now? Tomorrow is Sammy's birthday. Tomorrow is Sammy's birthday. Tomorrow is Sammy's birthday. Happy birthday to Sammy. Sammy, it's your birthday. Sammy, it's your birthday. Sammy, it's your birthday. Joey gonna take you out. Alec is gonna take you out. Alex is gonna take you out. It's Sammy's birthday Saturday. Happy birthday to my buddy Sammy. All right, anybody else's birthday, you need to tell me, and I will sing you happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sammy. Happy birthday to you. And it's Roy that's here now. It's Roy that's here now. It's Roy that's here now. Good day, Peter, from good old Not that he's old. Roy. So Randy is talking to Roy. Boy, Roy and Randy are really at it with each other. Sammy got a haircut. Oh, so Sammy got a haircut. Okay, so yeah, you have to say, I want pictures of your new haircut. Yep, I want that sexy face, but not now, not during the show. Sammy, Bo Sammy, banana nana fo Sammy, fee-fi fo Sammy, Sammy. Okay, so no texting Peter during the show. No texting Peter during the show. No texting Peter during the show. Unless I lose my mic. In that case, I have it set up so Randy can come through. Yeah, Randy can still come through. Okay. So, but that's if Randy stays awake. Okay. So let's see. Where was I? Sammy got a haircut. Sammy got a haircut. Oh, so next week is Joey's birthday. All right. So what day is Joey's birthday? So if it's close to Friday, next Friday, I can sing happy birthday to Joey. Good one. And Mr. Camera Lewis is here. Hello, Mr. Camera Junkie Lewis. Hi, Aiden. Hi, Aiden. How you doing, buddy? Hello to Aiden. How you doing, Aiden? How you doing, Aiden? How you doing, Aiden? How you doing, Aiden? Aiden is Lewis's son. And Aiden and I are buddies. And this pillow, I've been working great all week. What's it doing? It's bothering me tonight. Okay, so Mr. Camera Junkie says, hey, hey, hey. What's with the singing tonight? I got me in a singing mood. Yeah, I does. I got me in a singing mood. So I do have an equalizer on the mic tonight, which is different. So that is different this week. I have an equalizer, Behringer equalizer. And I think I have it tuned in pretty nicely. But you know what? You know who's got my back? You do. And you know what makes me happy? You do. Because you have my back and you will tell me if something is wrong. Bop, 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 bop. So Roy says, did they leave a complaint in a paper bag on your doorstep and set it all right? I don't know what that means, but let's take a guess. Taking guesses is so much fun, especially it's like Stump the Peter. Write a sentence where Peter doesn't know what the hell you were talking about. Oops, sorry. We do have children that watch. Hi, Liam. Hi, Haas. I don't know if they're watching. So, did they leave the complaint in a paper bag? My $100 bill. You know, I made it a joke. Some people didn't get the joke, believe it or not, Roy. I said, if you have a complaint, write it down on the back of a $100 bill, okay, and send it to me. So I'm guessing Roy is saying if somebody had a complaint, they put it in a paper bag on your doorstep and set it all right. So, bop, bop, bop. So Sammy is talking about Mr. BB, Mr. Babbo. Nope, that doesn't work. Mr. BB, the bad brother. I feel bad for you. You don't have a bad brother. Did you guys know that Sammy has an identical twin brother? Yes, and he's sexy and handsome and all. Oh, he looks just like Sammy. So no wonder I'm saying that. So Sammy doesn't have a bad brother. So the Z6 doesn't look the best. I think I kind of like it with a little more saturation. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? And Carlos is here. Only thing that I could think that would cause someone to file a complaint is if you are harassing people with your loving heart. You've got a bad impression. I am not always have a loving heart. Did you know? Maybe you guys didn't know. YouTube took down my Easter live show on this channel. You go back on Good Friday, which is April 15th, and they took it down and said I had a copyright violation, but in YouTube's kindness of their heart, they didn't give me a copyright strike, but I violated the terms of service. And by violating the terms of service, it says we have decided to remove that program. So the April, and they sent that to me just 2 weeks ago. So it's April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So a full 6 months later, they sent me a notice that they took the show down from April 15th. And the show is gone. Now, between April 15th and now, and during the summer, because I sold some Nikon lenses, actually I upgraded the computer. So now we are on a Mac Studio, the Studio 32, meaning I have 32. I bought it with the 32 gigabytes, but I did put the 1 terabyte hard drive in there. Okay, so I can't go look and see. They don't tell you what you did wrong, kind of like to teach you. I would like to know what I did wrong so that I could file a complaint and say, no, I don't agree with you guys. I don't agree with you. So I guess if who knows what you could do wrong these days on YouTube. So let's see. Is this guy behaving? I have to keep an eye on it because I've got the light off. Is it on the 30? Yeah, it's 10:34. Okay. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go plug the lamp in. And then for the next half hour, we're going to see if the R8 goes back to misbehaving. Okay. So I'm going to get up. I'm going to get up in the morning. I'm going to come to the back of the room. Will the mic go with me? You can see me. I'm down here. Okay. So the Panasonic, it basically does more of the piano, which is over there. Okay. So I'm going to find the plug. I should do this when the R8 is on. Oh, well, you can see the light. It's right here. Okay. And I'm going to plug that light in. Okay, now it only has a refrigerator bulb in that light. Okay. And then we got the little bear right here. Now I'm heading back to the chair. I'm gonna walk, walk, walk. These boots are made for walking. And that's just what they'll do. And one of these days, these boots, they're gonna walk all over you. Bum, bum, bum. Who did the bum, bum, bum? Anybody automatically do the bum, bum, bum? Okay, let's get back. Carlos is being sweet to me. I like it when people are nice better than when they're not. So let's find Carlos. There he is. Are the stars gone? Are the stars out tonight? I don't know if the stars are gone. I don't see them there anymore. Well, maybe who knows what they do. Oh, no, I do see it. Okay. They moved the star. Okay, the stars are not gone. Don't get excited. Don't everybody write to me at once and say the stars. Okay, Sammy says I need a focus puller. Okay, Sammy, I'll have to sit you I'll have to sit you over there, and then you can focus pull, and I'll put Joey over there, and he can focus pull. What camera are we on now? The S5. So how does the S5 look? Let's compare the S5 with the. Let's compare the S5 with the E1. Okay. So here is the S5 and the E1. Let's see. Let's pull that up like that. All right. So who is this guy? All right. So that's the S5, and that's the E1. Okay. So the E1, the Sony ZV-E1 is on your left. It feels like I'm not quite centered on that one. So let's move that over. There you go. Don't that look nice? All right, so that is the Sony E1 on your left screen and the Panasonic S5 Mark II on the right side. So now we can play, okay? So let's move this up and see when will the Panasonic switch from face. See, I could get right up to my chin, wave it around, and it doesn't switch. Now, if I breach the face and let's go up and cover the mouth, it's still finding the eyes. Holy moly. Now let's go up. The Panasonic's on the right side, guys. Let's go up to cover my eyes. Okay. And there it goes. There it goes. Covered the eyes and it went to the flash. Okay. And then when I drop it down, so the focus system on that Panasonic is a winner, winner, chicken dinner, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay, let's do the same thing over here. All right, so I got to go far enough so you could tell when the focus changes. So now we're testing the ZV-E1. All right, so I've covered the mic because Randy thought that the R8 was focusing on the mic. But if the R8 focuses on the mic, that the blue LED in the background won't go into focus, because the blue LED and that is about 15 feet apart. So if the blue LED goes into focus somehow, that means it focused incorrectly, okay? And then you also have the blue LEDs over here on the Sony. So let's break the focus on the Sony, okay? So I'm at the chin now, and I'm looking straight at the Sony with the eyes, okay? And now I'm going to cover my mouth. The eyes are still in focus, guys. Now I'm going to go up to the nose. And now if I cover my face, it looked like it did it, okay? So it looked like it went to, yeah, it did. See my eyes not in focus on the one on the left. That's the Sony E. Okay, now let's move it out, out, out. And it goes back to the eye. Let's move my hand off of the word Canon here. Okay. All right, so see how the word Canon got in focus on the E1? Okay, now if I come down and let my eyes show, boy, that Sony does a great job too. Now let's do the same thing with the word Canon over here. Right under the eyes. And now we'll cover the eyes. I'm looking at the one on the right now. And now the word Canon, it's going back and forth on this one. It's not quite as solid, but then I don't have it aiming. Okay. So I would say that the Sony and the S5 Mark II are really neck and neck in focus, but I have to give it to the Sony because, in case you were wondering, see the word Canon down here? That's what I was looking at, okay? I was holding it up here so that the word Canon would actually come in or out of focus, okay? So now I have it set up directly in front of, and see how it's going in and out? See, I'm not moving, and it's going in and out, okay? Now, if I do the same thing with the Sony and cover my eyes, it is not going in and out. So that's why I gave the win to the Sony, but it does better than just about everything else. So they did a good job with that. All right, let's go back to the revolving cameras. Okay, and we'll come back in with the S5 Mark II. Okay, and let's get back. Okay, so I left off with Carlos. How you doing, Carlos? Love you. Love you, love you, love you. Okay, let's go over to the R8, the Canon R8, because I want to see if that lamp, okay, there it is. Okay, so now this is the R8. Now, if we break focus, okay, if I go like that, then, okay, you see how it broke focus? Well, no, it didn't. It focuses on my hand, which is fine. You think that that's an oops, but it's not an oops, okay? If those LEDs go into focus, that is a breaking of the focus, okay, on any of these cameras. Okay, let's get rolling again because it's the people that are important. Bop, 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 bop. Scotty says, "Hi, Peter. Can you tell us the meaning of life?" Do I look like Siri to you? And yes, I can tell you the meaning of life. The meaning of life is to find your Savior or your Messiah and hook up with Him and have your eternity taken care of versus not knowing and rolling the dice. If you die, I don't know if I'm going to heaven or if I'm going to hell. I hope I did good stuff so I'll go to heaven. Because that's the eternal life is a lot longer than 70, 80, 90, 100 years. So the meaning of life is to have your proper ticket to eternity taken care of. That's the first time I was able to put that down into words. That is the meaning of life, okay? And if they take this show down, YouTube, read my middle finger. Hello? Yeah, Peter's being nasty. Oop, I just blew Carlos's thing. Okay. So the meaning of life is having your eternal, your ticket to eternal life all taken care of with no question. If you have a question, you haven't done it. So you got that, Scotty? Let's give a star to Scott. It's around here somewhere. There it is. Okay, so I gave a star to Scott. Okay, so Peter, you didn't expect an answer, did you, Scott? You didn't expect an answer. I'll bet you a dollars to donuts. Oh, I've been doing good with weight. I actually gained 4 pounds, and I didn't change what I was eating. I changed the way I was eating. So I stopped the 8-hour eating window, which means my 8-hour eating window was between 2 in the afternoon and 10 at night, meaning I would eat my foods for the day during 2 in the afternoon and 10 at night, okay? So I switched where I would eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner and a snack, but they were all highly keto. I didn't even fudge, okay? And I gained 4 pounds. Now, isn't that something? That is actually pretty interesting, in my opinion, okay? So I switched back yesterday, and I eat only between 2 in the afternoon, or I have my smoothie, nothing but water, outside of 2 in the afternoon and 10 in the evening. And I've already lost 3 of the 4 pounds that I gained. It kind of shocked me that I gained 4 pounds. So that's not water. When you gain 4 pounds, that's 4 pounds, dude. If you gain 1 or 2 pounds up and down, that's water. Okay, because you could have drunk a glass of water and it put some weight. Okay. Okay, so that was Scott. And times were simpler when everything used AA batteries. Okay. Roy is on his own little thing. You know, I don't think I like the, whatchamacallit. I don't think I like the set. I think I'd rather have a little redder face. Let's go put it back. It looks so plain and dull. And the Nikon Z6 is not plain and dull. The Nikon Z6 is sweet. Sweet a treat. Okay, so I actually have to take it down because I can't reach all the way up there. It's up high in the sky. I have to not drop it. Okay, so let's go to the menu. Set picture control. Standard. Okay, saturation is down to -2. I moved it to +2. No, I'm sorry. Erase that. Saturation is down to -2. I brought it to -1. Okay. So, and now the red box is in the correct place. So just to make sure everything is copacetic, I'm going to turn the camera off. I'm going to put it back up in the mount. I don't want to drop the camera. Okay. All right. So I set the camera correctly and I put it back. All right. So I went from -1, which is my adjustment to try to correct the red, and I moved it to negative from, no, it was -2 and now it's -1, if I can make a correct sentence. So I got dinged by a friend in Ohio. He doesn't say there's anything wrong, so he just doesn't know I'm live. And he really doesn't know I'm live. His name is Paul. Okay. But it is Friday night, and maybe that's when you reach out to your friends. It used to fluster me when people would text me during a show, but it doesn't anymore. Because if it's one of you, you would probably be telling me there's something wrong. And I hope there's nothing wrong. Okay, so let's close that and let's go check where is the Z6. Okay, so the Z6. Oh, I didn't turn it back on. How dumb is that? Up and down. I'm doing my exercises tonight, guys. I mounted it up. I changed the saturation. And then I proceeded to not turn it back on. Oh, Peter, you get an F for tonight. Your test was, will you remember to turn the camera back on? And no, I didn't. All right, so now we're with the R8. You could tell. Okay, so we are with the R8. Let's fix the shirt, make it nice and flat. There we go. Hi. I've been popping up and down all night tonight. But Randy says he likes it when I do that. So where did I leave off? Bop, 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 bop. Oh, it was Roy. Half of his chargers are USB. Okay. Lewis says, oh, Lewis has 2 of those power strips. They're pretty cool, right, Lewis? Yeah. So the one in the pantry, the one here, I have my battery chargers. So they don't take a lot of power. So you got to be careful with those so you don't overload it, because how many does it have? 10 or 12? So you could blow out your circuit really easy, okay? But the battery chargers, they're mostly off. And you could turn, it has an on and off switch, so it doesn't have to stay on all the time, which is good because battery chargers do take power. And if you're watching your power bill, yes, you want to be careful. So, so Lewis has got 2 of those. They're mighty handy, right, Lewis? It's amazing. So Sammy says, love the song, love the song, love the song. So Sammy says, love the song, love the song. So I don't know, the R8 doesn't seem to be misbehaving even with the, let's move my head a little bit. Nope. So we solved it by doing nothing? Pfft, can't win around here for nothing. I am a winner. I'm a winner, winner, chicken dinner. Da, 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 da. Oh, Sammy figured out a joke. I'm going to be 91 or 19. Sammy, put your hand up. I'm going to tickle you. Roy is old. Roy is old. Happy old day to Roy. Happy old day to Roy. Do they have an old day? If they don't have an old day, I'm going to create one. Let's see, what would be old day? Not my birthday, smart Alex. My birthday is not old day. So Roy is old. Roy is going question, not speaking about Sony's new global sensor, question mark. In other words, why aren't you? Well, true. Why haven't I brought Sony's new global sensor up? And I should, okay? I even made a video on the global sensor on the big channel. So it's not for most people where everybody's talking like this is, oh, everybody, you got to buy one, but they're $6,000. Now, if it was $19.99, I would be saying like, oh. Okay, so what the global sensor does, where I just saw it, I'll use my hand, okay? So the global sensor, if I go back and forth, the non-global sensor, if I go back and forth like that, okay, if you see my hand bending, we'll do it over here, okay? If it goes like this, now I'm bending the hand, okay, not the camera sensor. If you see it doing that. So if I got a stick in my hand, I don't have a stick handy, and I went back and forth with that stick like a rod, and you could see it bending, that is a natural phenomenon from the standard sensors on most cameras. The global sensor won't bend the stick. And the reason that the global sensor will not bend the stick on that A9 Mark III is because it takes every shot that it takes, even in video, is of the entire screen of the entire sensor, I should say, in one flash, whatever your shutter is set to. It goes on, goes off. If you're at 1/60th of a second, it goes on and goes off. If you're at 1/50th, which is what I'm set to here, is 1/50th of a second, and the reason is because I'm at 24p. So the closest I can get to 24p on most cameras in here is 1/50th. However, on the E1, I am able to set it at 1/48th because 24 and 24 is, hello, come on, 24 and 24 is how much? 48. So the proper shutter speed is double of your P. So double your P with doublemint come. Okay, so double your P is 1/48th of a second. So like the Canon R8, it doesn't give you a choice of 1/48th of a second. They try very hard to make their cameras actually work for video, but they haven't added a 1/48th of a second shutter speed. So that it ain't right. Tain't right. Okay, so now I don't know what I did wrong. I must have touched something on the Z6. That is a lesson to you all. When somebody says, oh, the camera's not that, you go to fix it, you take it down, you can mess things up. Okay. Now, here's the R8. So the R8 does not give you a 1/48th of a second, even though they give you a 24p, a 30p, and a 60p. So the 30p and the 60p, you would use 1/60th of a second or 1/20th of a second, 1/120, because you double. That is a 180-degree shutter. So Peter, you're spitting out all these terms. You're getting me confused as hell. Don't be confused, okay? There's some rules that go along with video, and it's a 180-degree shutter rule, and it's simply whatever your frames per second is, double it. And that is the proper shutter speed. This guy here has a 1/48, 1/48th of a second. The Sony EV1 has a 1/48th. But you go like, Peter, I have the EV1, and it doesn't say I have a 1/48th of a second shutter speed. But you do. Aha. You've got to turn the synchronization, synchro scan or something like that on. And when you turn that on in the menu, then suddenly you could set your shutter speed at anything you want. You want it to be 147th? You want it to be 153? It's designed to help you stop any flickering. However, it also gives you the ability to, like in a situation like here, where it's static, I'm sitting and the camera's sitting, you could set it to 1/48th of a second. And I did. I have it at 1/48th. Now, I can't do that over here on the R8. No. Now, what I did, if the R8 is working tonight, I dropped my glasses in the dirt and I washed them. You don't think by any stretch of the imagination, because where's my cloth? I have a cloth where I clean the shutter. So I washed them with Windex, Norm's Windex bottle. That's my dad's Windex bottle. Okay. You don't think that fixed the R8, do you? No, it cannot be that simple. No way, Jose. So let's go over here and stay here for a let's come over here. Let's come over here. Let's go all the way up to a minute. Click save. Cancel. So I missed it. So let's go back to the R8. And sorry, so you see over here where it says 25, 26, I'm going to pause it. So you're going to see it stop. Okay. Now I'm going to edit that. I'm going to go into the edit, the countdown. And I'm going to go all the way up to 00. And I'm going to go with the minutes to 1 minute. Now, keep your eye over here, okay, wherever it is, I can't see it. When I click save, it's going to start at 1 minute. Boom, now it's at 59 seconds, okay? So I did that because I want to see if by turning the Christmas tree on and the lights, and this light here, if the R8 is going. So let's do the moving around that I normally do. So I will get excited and talk and lean forward. I'll come back and I'll say, hi, Charles, you're up next, okay? Now, if it focuses on my hand, it's okay. Don't get excited. It's supposed to. If I cover my face, it's supposed to. If I do this and it focuses on my hand, then it's not looking for eyes, okay? That would be bad. So the eyes are staying solid, okay? And the hand is staying a little bit fuzzy, okay? So let's do that trick like I did with the other cameras over here. So let's do it. Let's pull the flash and let's try to trick the focus system. No, I want the R8. I want to trick the focus system. Okay, so let's lock it into place for a minute. So you'll see the countdown timer has stopped. Now I'm going to pretend I'm wiggling this around and it doesn't take the bait. Okay. And let's go up to my chin like I did with the other one. It still doesn't take the bait. So now let's turn it. Let's grab it here so you could see the word Canon on the bottom. Okay. And it doesn't take the bait. Now let's break the nose. It's still, no, I think it switched to, yeah, the word Canon is now in focus. Okay. Now that's not a focus blip. Look at the LEDs on the back wall. Way in the back. They're completely out of focus. If it switches to that, that's a focus burp or a pulse. There's no reason in this world for it to leave eyes because I have it to eye, people eye focus. And I even have it automatic between that eye and between that eye, okay? So it should stay on the eyes. Now, if it does a focus blip now, and it goes to if these LEDs, see the finger? See the finger wagging? You see those little purple blips? They're supposed to be blue, number one, okay? If they suddenly come into focus, that's a focus, that's a bad thing, okay? All right, now on my other side, you see those two little blue lights where my finger is wagging? If those go into focus, that's also bad. Now, that's the purpose of the Christmas room. The purpose of the Christmas room, 24/7 since 2008, is that the Christmas tree causes havoc with focus systems. And you go back 10 or 15 years, focus systems are not what they are today. So the Sony E1, the Sony E10 will not have a mishap. The Panasonic S5 Mark II will not have a mishap. I have never seen it happen. My Canons will. All right, so now I haven't seen it do it. So let's go back. I said Charles was up next. Charles, hello from Miami Beach. How is Charles doing? Good to see you. I hope everything is well and you're becoming more stable out there and you're doing your live streams. So hello, Charles. I love you. Sammy is having his ice cream. Whoa. Sammy got a box of drumsticks today to celebrate his birthday. You know what drumsticks are. You guys have had the drumsticks, right? Okay, so let's go back to the revolving cameras. Turn on. Okay, so the drumsticks is the ice cream. They also called Nutty Buddy. Okay. I used to love those. And here's Kyle, Subcultured Outcast. How you doing? Kyle did good. There was no text that I saw during my nap. High five. Okay. There was no phone calls. High five. So Kyle is remembering. And Kyle actually put out a video. Sammy put out a video. So Sammy is saying Friday. Yep, Sammy, today is Friday. Okay, so I've told you guys over and over and over, don't do one-word things because I don't know what you're talking about. And the reason I don't know is because there's a big period of time from when you're answering me to when I get around to posting it, like now. So I'm guessing 2, 3, 4 minutes ago, I was saying something where the word Friday would fit perfectly. But because Sammy did not make a complete sentence, pretend like you're in school, Sammy, and the professor is saying make a complete sentence. So it would be Friday is the beginning of the month. Friday is whatever I was talking about. It can't be your birthday because your birthday is Saturday, okay? So I really don't know what you're talking about with Friday. So it should have been Friday is when my new camera is arriving. Now I would know when the new camera is arriving, okay? Just for the record, I haven't seen the R8 blip yet, okay? And I'm saying that so that maybe it'll do it. You know how they say don't jinx this or something like that? Well, I don't believe in that, but I am fiddling with my hand. So the only thing that's uniquely different is I washed my glasses with Windex. Norm would be proud of me. Where is Norm? I haven't seen him. So YouTube has become a pain. They don't even support the downloads anymore. YouTube, they need to be crippled. Like Casey's Cripple Hammer, you know, they don't respond to anything but money. And someone that's small, like any one of us in here, if you can't say anything to them. Okay, so what has to happen is they need to go like the way of Budweiser beer. Budweiser beer had 30% or more clipped right off the top. Money talks, bullshit walks, bullcrap walks, okay? That's what they will listen to. So, unfortunately, until something like that happens, or a government regulation, okay, so they should not be considered at the size of any company. That would be Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Who else is large? Anything like that that's like basically a public forum should come under the monopoly laws and the laws that for broadcast. And how that's going to happen is by Congress making a law. So they enjoy something right now where they are claiming we're a private company, we can make our own rules. So they don't even use the rules of the United States government. They are a United States corporation, but they use a global entity to make the rules and enforce them on American citizens. That, to me, is a breach of my citizenship. Do I have the money to fight that? No, I don't. Can I do anything about it? No, I can't. The only thing I can do is say that YouTube stinks. They suck. They're a lousy corporation. Can you feel the passion coming through? They deserve to be kicked in where the sun don't shine. That's the way I feel. And that's my only power, is to say that, okay? Because I can't hurt them any other way. They're way, way too big, but they can hurt me, okay? So Roy says, these boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna Nancy Sinatra all over you. Boom, 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 boom. There's Norm. I was talking about you, Norm. Merry Christmas, Peter. Good evening, Greggies. Around the world, just driving home from his chicken dinner, listening, but eyes are on the road. Where's the Windex? I can't say it. I can't tell you where the Windex is, because if I told you, you would pull over just to find it. It's over there, but don't tell him. Don't tell him that the Windex is over there. But I did use it, and I cleaned my glasses. And I really have a hard time believing. I really have a hard time believing that made a difference with the R8. If it did, wow, that is worth a video on the big channel. You want to fix your focus system? Grab your trusty bottle of Windex and clean them up, baby. Not your eyes, okay? Clean up your glasses. Wouldn't that be the cat's meow? So Sammy says, Sammy, can you do Mr. Focus Bear? Bop, 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 bop. Can you do Mr. Focus Bear? He's talking about the bear that's behind me. And no, I won't move it because it won't sit up. So once it's sitting up and it stays, I don't move it. So Roy says the meaning of life is 42. Do I hear 43? Bop, 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 bop. Okay, Kyle is saying my mama's birthday was on the same day of the dead. I don't even know what that means. Ooh, Kyle, let's not do that to your mama. I like your mama. What a nice lady. I've actually talked to Kyle's mother. She's a very nice lady. She sounds just like Kyle. Okay, very nice lady. So, bop, bop, bop. Okay, so Roy says, I can't wait for a global sensor and a high megapixel camera. No more flash sync restrictions. And now that's a big deal. Flash sync restrictions. In order to get around those, you have to buy a Hasselblad, because that's where the shutter is built into the lens itself. So you know how you change the lens? Well, the shutter is not in your lens. The shutter is in front of the, whatchamacallit, the sensor. And now they're doing away with shutters. So sometimes you don't even have a shutter. Now on the new A9 Mark III, they've done away with the shutter, but they've added where it bursts and scans the entire freaking sensor at one time. It's a big deal. It really is. But the problem is it's not in 99.999% of the people's reach. Now, if you could buy a $6,000 camera, consider yourself blessed, honestly, because that is a blessing. Okay, so, Okay, Roy says his pee is already doubled, especially at night. So, Sammy says it's 11. Is Sly going live tonight? I didn't talk to her in the past 3 days. I did call her, but I haven't had she hasn't called me back. So I don't know if there's anything unique going on there. She usually will pop up, but it's 11:13. So by 11:15, we need to be done to give her a buffer, because I also... so Sammy is living dangerously. He had a cupcake. So Sammy had a cupcake the other day from the school. Sammy is at school, okay? So he goes and eats at the school cafeteria because he lives at the dorm. So he had a cupcake, and it made him sick to his stomach. So that's got to be a bacteria or a biological something that got on that cupcake, because his stomach reacted in a bad way and made him sick. That should be a lawsuit right there. Sammy should be a millionaire. Oh, for Sammy's birthday tomorrow, he's working on buying himself a FX30. So if anybody wants to contribute to Sammy's fund, go buy me a coffee, you can put in $5 and help him for his birthday camera tomorrow. So that'll be on his channel. Okay. So Sammy made a complete sentence. Friday is Joe. Oh, so it's going to be on Friday. See, Peter knew what you meant. Don't you feel good? Sammy's laughing now. Friday is Joey's birthday. So next Friday, Joey gets a happy birthday to you. And Subcultured says the word Bob. Peter doesn't know what the word Bob means. What's Bob? Bob, Aran. Bob, Aran. Beach Boys, Bob, Aran. I know you can. So Sammy made a complete sentence, and then Kyle doesn't. Roy says, YouTube could go the way of my face. Well, Roy, I don't want to insult you. Come on, dude. I love you. So I can't insult you. So we'll say YouTube can go the way of the dodo bird. How about that? We can insult the dodo bird, okay? Okay, so Sammy says clean the lens. Of course I clean my lenses. Come on, Sammy. I'm a big boy now. So Roy says, I have the Hasselblad H. So you do know that the shutter on the Hasselblads are built into the lenses. They're called leaf shutters, which means they fire in a different way, and you can synchronize them at just about any speed with your flash. I'm trying to make complete sentences. I'm telling you to make a complete sentence, guys, and then I don't make a complete sentence. So, he said, I meant the Mexican holiday Day of the Dead. I don't know that holiday. Okay, so you'll be far better off, Kyle, to tell me when your mother's birthday is. That would be much, much better than tell me about something in Mexico that I don't know crap about Mexico. They're down there somewhere. That's what I know about Mexico. So your mother's birthday is down there somewhere. Scotty is saying something. Global shutter and internal ND filters is going to be great. Yep. So Sammy said, no, Kyle is saying, I haven't heard from Sly either. Uh-oh. So, no, this was a fresh one from home. Oh, so you had a safe cupcake. So you got cupcakes. It's got Sammy got cupcakes for his birthday. And here we go. Randy's telling me Sly will broadcast tonight. So the lack of focus on the Nikon tonight is courtesy of Randy. Because I went and played with the camera. You know what's the saying, Randy? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So Sly will be on, which means I have to get off. Okay. Okay, so I'm scanning down. Can you put the link for Buy Me a Coffee? Yeah. Well, no, I can't put it up, but I can tell you what it is because it's pretty easy. buymeacoffee.com/PeterGregg. So if you want to buy me a coffee, there's how to do it. buymeacoffee.com/PeterGregg. So if you want to buy Mr. Camera Junkie a coffee, buymeacoffee.com/Mr. Camera Junkie. And it's, by the way, it's all one word, no spaces, no capitals. That's the way that goes, okay? If you want to buy Sammy a cup of coffee, it's buymeacoffee.com/Sammy Superstar. Now you know the secret of Buy Me a Coffee. So if you want to buy Peter a coffee, it's buymeacoffee.com/PeterGregg, and Gregg is Gregg. So if I see a Buy Me a Coffee tonight, somebody bought me a coffee. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So Norm says, I thought the Beach Boys and Barbara Ann, yeah, they did Barbara Ann, Bob, 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 but it sounds like they're saying Bob. Bob, 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 Barbara Ann. Sammy said his hopes of the FX30 might not come true. Don't say that without adding the word yet. Might not come true yet. Okay? So that becomes important. So Sammy says it might not come true, maybe in a bit. All right, guys, that's another show for the books. I will be checking this video, and normally I just play it back like a podcast because I don't walk around. You could just sit there and listen. Norm was listening. For all I know, Sly is driving home, and she's got it on her radio, and she's listening because this show could actually be a podcast. So that's the good thing. Now, on another one where I walk around the backyard on the big channel and stuff, then I can actually say, okay, that one you got to watch. But this one is like an hour and a half long podcast. All right, so next Friday, God willing, and the bridge isn't up, I'll see you on Joey's birthday next Friday night. Joey, why did you leave? Why didn't you stay with me, Joey? And I'm going to sing happy birthday next week to you, Joey. Yes, I will. God willing, and the bridge isn't up, and PeterGregg remembers. Okay. So I can't think of anything else other than use the links below for B&H because that's important for me. So that's a way you can help me. No purchase necessary. Just go in the description. The very first link on the bottom actually is on the Canon R8. Click it. You don't have to buy an R8. Once you're there, go anywhere you want. Now, if you click on somebody else's link before, let's say you're going to buy something, like somebody bought something this week, they went and clicked on my link, which was great. Thank you so much. But they got involved and they clicked on somebody else's B&H link. That person got the credit. That person actually got the sale. So if you're going to buy something, click on my link on ADORAMA, click on my link on B&H, and then buy it. Don't go nowhere else if you want me to get the commission, okay? Now, if you click on my link, B&H will register that you came from here, and that's what I need this month because the Canon R8, where is that little sucker? Here it is. Okay, so this is a loaner camera. And they are watching to see how many people are going to click on the B&H link for the R8 camera. You don't have to buy anything. There's no purchase that's necessary. And this goes for every YouTuber. You want to give them credit and a tap on the back, okay, like an attaboy, you click on their links. That's what helps them. It goes across the board. So that's a good thing. So Norm is talking to Roy. I absolutely agree. High-speed sync, which is HSS, is not great. It's a workaround, but the global shutter is like far superior. Now, in the days of film, you synced anywhere practically, okay? Or the limit was like 1/500th of a second or something. On the Hasselblad, there is no sync limit, or on any leaf shutter. If you buy a leaf shutter, you can buy a leaf shutter for your digital camera or your mirrorless camera, but you have to put the camera in bulb mode so the shutter stays open, okay? And then you trigger the leaf shutter. So it's a very niche thing, okay? So we've passed the 11:20. Sly will be up at the 30. For me, 11:30. For you, 10:30. For you, whatever you are, 9:30 in your time zone, or if you're overseas, she's going to come up live on the 30. If she's going live, she didn't come in and put her link, but Randy said that she is going to go live, okay? So that's a good thing. So God bless you guys. Love you. Click my links. That's important. Click the B&H link especially. Let them know. So when this camera goes back, it'll go back to you can click my links, okay, anyone you want. You want to get a better deal, you click the ADORAMA link, okay, but I didn't say that, all right? So that's what you do. So next Friday, God willing, the bridge isn't up. You be blessed. Whatever you do, wherever you go, whatever you say, be blessed, be blessed, be blessed. Catch you later. No wish here. The wish happens on the big channel. I'm going to make a t-shirt that says wish. Bye. Wish.